My name is Jeffrey Davis. Welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. And anyone who knows me knows that I love entrepreneurs. I love businesses. And I love talking about them. I love working on them. Our next guest is a good example of that. He's does exactly what I like to do. It's Steve Wishner of OurCrowd.
Right.
Hi, Steve.
Good morning.
Nice to have you back again.
It's great to be here.
Thank you very much. Steve, why don't you tell us again about OurCrowd, because it's quite an exciting story.
Sure. This is a really interesting story, and I'm delighted to be here to talk about it. I guess I should also say I'm not here to sell anything, but it is such an interesting format that I thought it would be fun to talk about. So OurCrowd is a venture fund married to a crowdfunding entity in a hybrid format that's never existed before. And what we do is we screen hundreds and hundreds of companies for the possibility of funding exciting new technologies. We then decide on a couple of companies a month out of those hundreds we look at. We go forward and decide to fund them. And when we fund them, we publish the company and what it does, our take on the company, which is the reasons why we're funding it and why we think it's so exciting. We publish bios on the management team. We produce a webinar with the company that is actually live, and our members can go on that webinar live and ask questions of the management team. We publish the deal terms, and in order to participate in this, the investor can go on our site and go through an accreditation process. This is limited only to accredited investors as defined by the SEC. But once you've gone through that accreditation process, which takes all of about 5 minutes, you get a look at every company we are funding. And if you choose to invest, and you have no obligation to do so ever, but if you choose to invest with our venture fund, you invest on exactly the same terms. We put together one limited partnership entity for that investment, and our accredited investors.
So each investment is a limited partnership.
That's correct. Each investment's a limited partnership. Our accredited investor universe can choose to participate along with our venture fund on the same terms, and we're very excited about the quality of the companies we're able to bring to market in this manner. In the 2.5 years the company has existed, we've funded almost 50 companies, and we funded them to the tune of more than $50 million. So it's very, very exciting.
That's just unbelievable. Can you give us a sample of the types of companies?
Sure. We've done some incredibly interesting medical device companies. In fact, one of the companies we funded is now just announced that it's going to be doing an IPO. And that's a company that many of your listeners may be aware of. It's called ReWalk. Very, very exciting company, changing the world for many people. It has developed an exoskeleton for paraplegics in wheelchairs. They can put on this exoskeleton that is battery powered, and they can literally get up and walk. They can climb stairs, they can descend stairs. In fact, we had a woman in England in 2012 who did the London Marathon in our device, got up out of a wheelchair and did the London Marathon. It's an amazing device. So it's an example of the kind of medical devices we're doing. We've also funded companies that have developed new processes for internet security, for big data management, for water management in deserts, and for agriculture to monitor water flow and increase yield in farming. We have funded any number of companies, but our focus is on new technologies that are really going to be changing how the world operates.
You just didn't fall off the apple cart today. What'd you do before this?
So this is my latest reinvention of my career. I retired from a 40-year career as a serial CFO and corporate strategist about 4 years ago. And since that time, I've been focusing on my work on boards of directors. And that has led me to really try to pursue the interest that I've developed in funding new technologies and finding ways to hopefully change the world for the better.